Before the spotlight and before the bright arena lights, there was simply a little girl and a number, 27. It was more than just a number on a jersey. It meant everything to her. It was the number her father proudly wore when he played football at University of Michigan. Years later, that same number would become the one she carried with her, not just as an athlete, but as a way to honor the man who first inspired her love for competition. Her father played the game with passion, grit, and pride. On the field, he was fearless, giving everything he had every time he stepped onto the turf. To the crowd, he was a player, but to Harper, he was something much more. He was her hero, the person she looked up to the most. But life can change faster than any game. When Harper was only 3 years old, her father was diagnosed with cancer. The illness changed everything for the family, and by the time she was 6 years old, he was gone. Losing him at such a young age left a deep mark on her life that would shape the way she saw the world growing up. The loss created a quiet shadow that followed her through childhood. Harper often found herself expecting the worst to happen, always worrying that something might go wrong. Anxiety slowly became a constant voice in her mind, making everyday moments feel heavier than they should. When the opportunity came to play volleyball at University of Nebraska Lincoln, it meant more than just joining a team. It was about finding a place where she could grow, compete, and be supported both as an athlete and as a person. The program promised her family something important, that they would take care of her while she pursued her dreams. And on the volleyball court, Harper Murray quickly proved why she belonged there. She was powerful, determined, and fiercely competitive. Her talent and work ethic turned her into a rising star, someone who refused to let obstacles stand in her way. But in the age of social media, success often comes with a darker side. After one confident comment about the team's future, the reaction online was immediate. Messages flooded in, criticism, harsh words, and hate from strangers who didn't know her story but felt free to judge her. From the outside, everything still looked perfect. There were smiles and team photos, happy moments shared online, and beautiful scenes from trips like their time in Hawaii. Yet, behind those posts and pictures, Harper was quietly struggling with emotions that few people could see. She pushed herself harder than ever during training, determined to keep performing at the highest level. But even as she worked tirelessly, something inside felt different. The joy that once filled her when she played the game seemed to fade, replaced by pressure and exhaustion. Eventually, everything came to a breaking point. A mistake turned into a headline, reminding everyone that athletes are still human. It was a difficult moment, one that showed just how quickly pressure and personal struggles can collide. But what truly defines a team is how they respond when someone falls. At Nebraska, the response was clear. There would be accountability, but there would also be support. The message from the program was simple. Teammates stand by each other through both the good and the difficult moments. For Harper, that period forced deep reflection. She had to confront the pain, the expectations, and the pressure she had been carrying for years. It was not easy, but it became a turning point in her journey. Slowly, step by step, she began to rebuild herself. She returned to the court not just as a talented player, but as someone who had grown stronger through adversity and self-awareness. Because in the end, this story was never only about volleyball. It was about resilience, healing, and learning that strength sometimes means asking for help. And for Harper Murray, wearing number 27 is no longer just about the past. It is a reminder of how far she has come and the courage it takes to keep moving forward.